Lockout Guitars and Kazoo Theory Shop. I'm here in the shop today with another episode of Guitars and Gardening. We look at some guitars, we look at some gardening, we have a good old time. Well, today you're back for part 3 of season 2, episode 5. We're gonna have a lot of fun today. It's our aquaponics experiment if you've been following along. And today we've got to fill up a pond and run some hose and all kinds of fun stuff. And Miss Lori's gonna join us and we're gonna get the pond stocked with some fish and some plants. And it's gonna be awesome. So we're gonna put on our gardening hat and let's get to it. So we're out here in the greenhouse and I'm gonna fill up this pond with some water. We're gonna get it stocked with a few plants because I can do things like that. I'm just not the fish administrator of the United States of David English. And so Ms. Lori is gonna join us for that. But for the next few minutes, we're gonna fill this pond up, we'll get some plants in it, and we're gonna run some hose and get this thing running and make sure the water is flowing and returning nicely to this pond. So let's get to it. All right, we got the water in the pond, we got the plants in, we got the pipe run, the water's pumping up and going back down and run back through, circulating through the system. We're gonna let that do that for a couple of days, and then we're gonna start planting some plants in these holes. Now all we gotta do is get some fish in this pond, but we need Miss Lori for that. She's got something super cool to show us over the pond outside the greenhouse, so let's go check it out. So we're headed over to the pond here. Miss Lori and I were about to take a trip to Bill's pet shop to pick up some fish to put in our aquaponic system. While Miss Lori was cleaning out some string algae, she seems to have discovered something that was in our pond. So let's sneak in. What you got, Miss Lori?
Well, you know, these are our adult fish over here. They're mature, and these are the babies born of those fish last year. And the other pond, certainly we're having some new life forming, but what I didn't realize is those babies are already having babies. And as you can see, there's a couple of different ages of these. There's some tiny little guys, some medium and some larger babies. So usually when you see him about this big, he's going to be about probably a week old. And you got a couple of weeks there, and you've got, you know, even more here. So the good thing about fish is they're sustainable. They just keep making more.
So we're going to be able
we have plenty.
We're going to be able to take some of these little guys along with some of the bigger fish from this pond and put them in our aquaponic system, and we're not going to have to find any fish at the old Bill's Pet Store today.
We go.
Well, let's see what we can do. We'll snag some of these guys, put them in the new pond, and let's get to it. Well, there you have it, folks. We got the system put in. It's running good. The fish are in the pond, thanks to Miss Lori. In part 4, we're gonna be putting little plants in there. We're gonna start watching them grow. Super cool, so stick with us. And this has been another episode of Guitars and Gardening, www.blackowlguitars.com. Thanks.